understand we have another low-information caller who thinks we're better off thanks to Spider-Man. Let's see if I can set her straight. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
I just want to say that I've never seen Manhattan so safe and peaceful. Compare what it was like when Spider-Man first showed up to now.
Okay, fair enough, I will. Then, we had police and firefighters doing a wonderful job. There was crime, sure, but nothing they couldn't handle. Of course, we do have things now we didn't have then. Maniacs who shoot electricity out of their eyes. Walking piles of sand. Nazis made of bees!
Didn't Spider-Man put all those guys in jail?
You're missing the point. They didn't exist before he came along. At best, he attracts them. But I've often wondered if they're in cahoots.
Wow, I've never actually heard anyone say cahoots before. Look, all I'm saying is, I'd hate to imagine what would have happened if all those guys showed up and Spider-Man wasn't here.
Another lost cause. Goodbye.
Drug trade's gotten more aggressive post-Fisk. Gotta stomp that out. Gotta be honest, not a fan of Big Pharma. Especially back alley Big Pharma. You're gonna regret that! Hey, you got some kind of skin condition? This ain't fair!
Junie's fire! Dirty fight, son of a...
Drugs are maybe my most disliked criminal activity. Definitely top 5. Or bottom 5. However that works. Did I hurt you guys? Good news. The police are coming to protect you. I beat this wrestler right after getting my powers. Never had that much money before in my life. Or since, come to think of it.
1072, mugging. Need an officer on the scene. Any officers near Central Park, please proceed to the scene.
Someone's getting robbed. Cops are busy. Oh, it is on.
Spider-Man!
You got this, Spider-Man! Can you be swinging or something?
This piece of the Shocker's original U-form showed me how to protect myself from his blasts. Of course, they always upgrade, don't they? Nailed it.
All units, report of a break-in. Incident is active near Times Square. Proceed with caution.
My thesis paper on neurotechnology. This got me the job with Dr. Octavius.
You might have heard about the robbery at Roseman's auction house. What you probably didn't hear, but my sources confirm, is that the perpetrators were wearing masks. Horrible, demonic faces. Yet another example of the explosion in mass criminals since Spider-Man came on the scene. Let's hear your thoughts. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, I see your point, but Spider-Man stopped those guys today. Saying he's like them because he wears a mask isn't fair. It's like prejudice.
Wrong. Here's a little lesson in the English language, my friend. Prejudice means to prejudge someone before you know anything about them. I know all I need to about Spider-Man.
Not that impressive of crap, is he? Spider-Man! How are we supposed to beat that? That's gonna leave a mark! What's wrong with you guys? Hang on! Move it!
So, we're all going to jail, where I bet you'll be as good at breaking out as you were at breaking in.
34. Repeat, assault reported. Additional officers needed in Times Square. Over.
Along the northbound side of the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway near Atlantic Avenue.
I didn't see that coming.
Is this the mosh pit? Great!
I love laying out bullies.
Thank you. You were gonna kill me.
I gotta stop that car.
You was in a robbery. Pull over. Faster!
Okay, you are not getting 5 stars! Here's your stuff!
Kill her!
So that's just...
Reinforcements. I guess this is what they call organized crime.
I can stop! Damn it!
End of the road.
Dispatch, pursuit resolved. Securing suspect escapes now.
As I warned, Nostradamus-like, After Spider-Man recklessly took down Wilson Fisk without preparing for the consequences, our streets are now filled with aspiring gangsters, each trying to out-psycho the other. My next guest is lucky to have survived an armed robbery. Sir, we're glad you're okay.
Thanks. It was nuts. These dudes walk in like they own the place, waving guns around.
Appalling. When a businessman is afraid to make an honest living.
Yeah, it was a lifesaver that Spider-Man came along and stopped him.
Weren't you listening? He caused the problem! Forgive me for raising my voice. I'm emotional at the thought of what you went through. Jared, our caller seems shaken. Let's let him go.
I'm fine.
Goodbye!
Good shot. Empire State University, the old alma mater, and holder of my student loans. Funny, my fear of heights didn't go away when I got my powers. Had to climb to the top of the Empire State to get over that. Nice composition, if I do say so myself. Cool window, but I always get the feeling something strange is going on in that place. Hi, Herman.
Seriously?
Give it up! You're never gonna catch me!
That's what you said last time.
I don't want to hurt you! You'll just slow me down!
Wow, that's considerate. What's the money for, Herman?
Why do you care?
Actually, I don't. Just trying to make polite conversation.
I'm done talking!
But this could be so much more rewarding if we connected on an emotional level. Wait, I forgot. You don't have emotions. Come on, Herman. At least talk to me so we can make it interesting. Herman? What? Do you... Gotcha. Now let's talk.
I said I'm done talking!
Noted. Honestly, Herman, why are you robbing again? You know the police are watching your every move. I mean, we all know you're kind of dumb, but I didn't think you were this dumb. You must be desperate, which means you're not just stealing for yourself. You must be working with someone, or for someone. You can tell me who it is now, or make me punch it out of you later. Your choice. Herman? You have like zero personality, but your suit is awesome. Can we talk design details? Maybe later.
Good work, Spider-Man. Did you learn anything about his motive?
I tried, but he's not very talkative. Plus, I think he hates me.
You have that effect on a lot of people.
But you love me, right, Yuri?
I tolerate you.
Wow. That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Looks like I got some free time. Maybe now's a good time to look into that mask. Oh, it's MJ. Hey, MJ. You're up late?
Just catching up on the news. Looks like you had quite an adventure with Shocker tonight.
Yeah, he was unusually combative. Anyway, thanks again for dinner. What do I owe you?
How about a favor? You still have that mask from the gallery?
Yeah. I'm actually on my way to the Feast Center now to ask Martin Lee about it.
Martin Lee? Why?
He has a degree in art history. If anyone knows about the origins of that mask, he will.
Just keep me in the loop. Like I said, I think there's a bigger story here, and I plan to be the one to break it.
Sure. So I can call you, like, whenever?
Yeah, whenever, whatever.
So I guess we're talking again. Cool.
Folks, I have to once again defend myself against the spurious claims from McDonald Mac Gargan, aka the Scorpion. Yes, as I fully disclosed.
Almost morning. Mr. Lee will be here soon. I could use a snack. Mr. Lee's usually in his office now.
Hey, kid. How's all the science stuff going?
Not bad, thanks.
Police first responded to calls of multiple...
Peter, what can I do for you?
I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Lee. I have a friend, Mary Jane. She's a reporter. She's doing a story on art imports, and she found this piece. Well, she wanted an expert opinion on it, and I know you have a degree.
And this might be the first time I actually get to use it. Let's see what you have. Interesting. Where did she find it?
I'm really not sure. Why, what is it?
A replica of an antique Chinese opera mask. I haven't seen one in years. This symbol here roughly translates to demon.
Demon?
My father read me ghost stories with that mask and symbol in it when I was young. Scared the hell out of me. Peter, listen. That mask, it could be connected to dangerous people. Mary Jane might want to find a different story.
Do you think she's in trouble?
I don't know. Why take the risk?
Hey.
The symbol inside the mask means demon. It really spooked Mr. Lee. Never seen him like that. He even said you should drop the story.
Fat chance. Do you think Mr. Lee knows more than he's letting on?
No, I think he just had a weird flashback or something. I know his childhood was pretty traumatic.
Yeah, makes sense. Demons, huh? Catchy name. Okay, gotta get writing. See you soon.
Well, that went about as well as I could have hoped. Got some time to kill before Doc needs me at the lab. Let's do a little Spidey work out in the city.
reports of a narcotics sale in progress. Officers needed in Upper Chinatown.
Wouldn't be New York without a seedy drug deal.
Start getting some new thoughts. Kingpin don't care about gestures. Are you seriously telling me this is from Fisk's personal stash?
Yeah. Genuine Wilson Fisk product. The Kingpin's private reserve.
Well, it smells like Mitsu's private reserve.
Fisk had particular tastes, you know? Who can pet those rich guys?
I don't know. Kingpin even use? I thought he was straight edge.
Look, bro, you gonna buy or not? This is... Make the papers, Fisk will kill us! Get the spider!
Oh, come on, fellas. You can't keep ducking income tax like this.
How is he doing that? Better start praying!
Hello?
Peter, it's Dr. Octavius.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Lance Corporal Texador is here for a fitting.
I totally forgot. I mean, I didn't forget. I just, I'll be there soon.
His tardiness is starting to become a pattern. Come on, Parker. You're better than this.
He's right. How did I lose track of time?
Mr. Lee spoke to me. He seemed worried. Are you into something dangerous?
Oh, it's just a story Mary Jane's investigating. Don't worry. I'll make sure she's careful.
Please tell me you two are back together.
We're talking again. Baby steps. I hope I didn't upset Mr. Lee.
He's just concerned. I was actually touched by how concerned. I knew he liked you. He admires how dedicated you are to helping others. I think you remind him of himself when he was younger. Both orphans, both so smart.
Well, the admiration's mutual. You've got a good boss, May.
I'll tell him you said so. Love you, Peter.
Witness report seeing a mugging. Nearest officer, please respond. Need additional units to the Lower East Side.
Muggers. Gotta jump in. Oh, you started without...
Spider-Man, you got this!
Every two-bit mugger thinks he's the next Wilson Fisk. Well, they are going to jail, so...
a keeper. Magnifique. Love it.
Attention units. Armed robbery in progress. Officers needed
Love
near
it.
Civic Center.
Guys! Guns to the face is not proper consumer etiquette! Good old-fashioned holdup. Vintage crime stopping. Nailed it.
Officers needed to assist trapped civilians following a car crash. Backup requested near Trinity. Over.
Isolated tag. Copy.
I've always been about the truth. When I was a reporter and a newspaper publisher, I printed the truth. And now as a broadcaster, I speak truth. Sometimes it hurts. But it's my responsibility to bring it to you. And the truth is, the city is not quiet. It is not peaceful. It is a disaster waiting to happen. Threats roiling under the surface like a hungry shark just beneath the waterline. Don't let Spider-Man fool you. You are not safe. None of us are.
infamous dumpling recipe. Should have come with step 10. Try not to burn everything in MJ's apartment. Good shot. Got it. I bought this used graphing calculator at a pawn shop. Stopped working in the middle of a trig exam. You get what you pay for.
All units, 1010 narcotics sale reported in progress. Report came in from Seaport.
Drug deals and criminals. They go together like cookies and milk.
Ah, come on, fellas. You can't keep ducking income tax like this. Knocking the ever-loving stuffing out of dealers is my anti-drug. I'll text Yuri the location. Cops will be here in no time.
Spider-Man, should've went prison with the boss.
I better be more careful with my adoring public.
I knew this Jason was a liar. You're the best.
Oh, man. Thanks.
It's really you. You're a real hero.
You're okay in my book.
Glad it's on our side. Thank you.
Spider-Man, glad
So
someone's
great
looking
when
out for us.
Here.
Just like,
Superheroing doesn't leave much time for good hygiene. Gotta get it where I can. Better get to work. Yuri, this construction site's about as legit as the watches they sell in Times Square.
I don't have evidence for a warrant. You go in, you're on your own.
What else is new?
Anybody here?
Nap time.
Anyone else?
Sleep it off.
Better see what... I see him! This is the boss! Lucky shot.
I got a funny feeling. Let's get some of the boys up here.
You're gonna have a bad...
guys are late. Don't worry, I got plenty of face kicks left.
Open wide! Let's finish this! Keep him on the ground! How was he beating us?
Really? More guys? I don't have this many friends.
Knock him out!
Spider-Man, I checked records, and that site's been getting deliveries from cartel front companies.
They're moving drugs, huh? Not for long.
Get down! This'll wrap things up.
Oh, great, more of them. Guys, Fisk isn't here. You could have just bailed.
You asked for this. Keep him on the ground.
Reinforcements again? This is only acceptable if you're all showing up in clown cars.
Give up now and I'll go easy on you. Maybe. Get back down here. You understand what private property means? Hang tough. We got this. I can't punch him if he's in the air. How you like them up?
Yuri, I got a bunch of incapacitated criminals and designer narcotics all wrapped up and waiting for you.
Great, I'll just consider this an anonymous tip.
Well, no, my parents died in a plane crash, but I still can't tell anyone they were government agents. Wish I knew more about them. I wish anyone did.
Get ready, folks, because this is a bombshell. We have on the line a lady whose husband was kidnapped by Spider-Man.
No, you've got it all wrong. My husband was kidnapped by criminals who shoved him into the trunk of a car. Spider-Man found him and got him out, then arrested the criminals when they came back.
Pardon me, ma'am, I didn't hear that last part over my intern's utter incompetence. You realize, of course, that it's possible Spider-Man arranged the kidnapping so he could save your husband and grab all the glory?
That seems like a lot of trouble to go to when he could just stop actual crime.
It's clear we are at an impasse. My best to you and your husband, madam. Jared, go to commercial, then fire yourself. Then rehire yourself before the commercial ends. But no, your job hangs by a thread. If I paid you, I'd cut your salary in half.
Aunt May's recipe for wheat cakes. I could never make it work on my own. Prom boutonniere. Crushed when I had to fight Fisk. That kind of symbolizes my luck with relationships.
How does it work? Just like a natural arm. You think of what you want it to do, and...
Yes. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
This site's been declared a safety hazard.
Stop that right now! This is highly sensitive equipment. That's it. I'm calling the mayor's office directly.
Peter Parker, how the hell are you?
Speak of the devil.
Mr. Osborn.
Oh, please. How long have we known each other? It's Mr. Mayor. It's Norman.
Norman, what do you think you're doing?
The grant agreement you signed has strict safety provisions. This isn't your first violation.
Those were excused.
By me. We should have confiscated this equipment long ago.
But I've had a breakthrough.
Thank you for your great service to our country. These folks will escort you to Oscorp Robotics, where you'll receive the latest in prosthetics. No charge.
This isn't about safety infractions, is it?
I'm trying to help you, Otto. You're free to continue your work in a secure environment.
At Oscorp.
You always were the smartest guy in the room.
You haven't changed a bit.
Neither of you. Hey, Peter. Harry will be coming back from Europe early next year. Maybe the two of you can start that business you always talked about. This is opportunity knocking.
Easy. They didn't take everything. Maybe we could start over.
Peter, there's no we. Without the grant from the city, I can no longer pay you. I need some time to think. If I were you, I'd look for a new job.
Wish I could do something to help Doc. Maybe call Harry. Ask him to talk to his dad. No. Norman never listens to Harry. Even tried to kill funding for his research stations. Hey, one of those stations is nearby. Should see how they're doing while Harry's in Europe. Must be some way to help Doc. I'll think of something.
Attention units. Civilians need help following a severe collision.
It's all good, Spidey.
Report
Don't
came
worry
in from
about it.
Clinton. Over.
Thanks for the heads up. We're making our way.
Now, a lot of people ask me what I think of Mayor Osborn, but what matters is what you think. Let's ask our first caller. You're on.
The jammer I whipped up to jam Vulture's wings. Too bad he improved them after that.
All units, we got a 1034. Suspects may be armed. Approach with caution. Officers, please converge on Longacre.
Only cowards assault a helpless person like that. You want to fight? It's your lucky day. Love laying out bullies.
Thank you. They were gonna kill me.
All units on alert. Report of a kidnapping. Officers, please converge on Longacre.
Took a bullet from the cops back when they thought I was working with Electro. Good thing textbooks are thick. Too bad they're also expensive. New York's noisy, but my mask can zero in on muffled sounds. The kind a tied-up kidnap victim might make.
Pretend I'm a bad guy.
Someone help before the guys who did this come back!
You're safe now.
Oh God, thank you. I do not like small spaces. Not again. There they are!
You lost?
That guy earned a beating, Spider-Man. You want one too?
Oops, sorry.
Get over here! Fucking Spider-Man be so strong!
He's hurt!
wound up on the back of a milk carton. Thanks, Spidey.
If I ever see Jameson, I'm giving him an airport.
All done. Kind of weird anyone still kidnaps in the digital era. Seems like there'd be cybernapping or something.
Thanks. I thought I might get robbed someday, but I never imagined this.
Harry left me a message about these before he left for you.
Pete, hey, I need a favor. My mom's pet project was research stations that could benefit the public. Now, I launched them, but now that I'm away, Oscorp's gonna shut them down unless they prove their value. I was hoping you could watch them. I left details in each one. Thanks, man. As long as they're here, it's like a part of my mom is, too.
Well, it's not gonna pay the bills, but it sounds like it means a lot to him. I'll do what I can to help.
I've got a couple stations measuring air pollution. The idea is to catch the, contaminants before they reach toxic levels. Between you and me, I think Oscorp wants this to fail because it might show they're polluting.
The amount of polycyclic hydrocarbons in the air is way too high. And rising. If it keeps getting worse, people could die. Particles are concentrating in trouble spots, like mini clouds of smog. I'll swing through them and get samples, then trace them to the source. Nasty as they are, I gotta swing right through those clouds. For these clouds to be visible to the naked eye, the level of toxins must be up there. And gotcha! I'm getting some good stuff. Well, good samples of bad stuff, anyway. Got it. Oh! Feels like I'm breathing from a tailpipe. Huh. The toxin's coming from two types of cars, and a faulty smokestack. I better get photos. smokestack picture I ever took. Great light on that one. Perfect. The Department of Environmental Protection will take it from here. Maybe I should make a green spider costume for Earth Day. Well, Harry's station just stopped a public health crisis. Oscorp's gonna have a hard time arguing it's not useful.
Spider-Man, Shocker has escaped, and now he's robbing a bank on East 31st.
What happened? I thought he was behind bars.
He was, but one of the guards just walked up to his cell and released him, then gave him his suit back.
I knew Shocker was working for someone. What did you get out of the guard?
Wish I could ask him, but he's dead. Whoever made him release Shocker didn't want any loose ends.
Damn.
Looking at the security footage, the guard was in some kind of trance. And it might have been the lighting, but it looked like his eyes were glowing.
Well, that's creepy. Okay, I'll see what I can get out of Shocker when I get to the bank. This article blaming Spider-Man for electro-killing cops was the last straw. I had to quit taking pictures that helped Jameson print lies about me.
All units, civilians are in need of assistance following an accident. Officers, please converge on Longacre.
Peter, I've been looking into the demons. Sounds like they've quietly established a power base in the vacuum left by Fisk.
A vacuum I created by putting Fisk away. Jameson was right. The demons are my fault.
But what were you supposed to do? Let Fisk keep godfathering? Are you okay? You sound even mopier than usual.
I think I might have just lost my job. The city, Norman, actually pulled our funding.
Oh, Pete, I'm sorry. If Harry were here, he could talk some sense into his dad. You'll find another source.
Guys tried to rob a store. Getaway driver must have been hopped up. Caused the whole wreck.
I need to find whoever caused this wreck before anyone else gets hurt.
All right. Hey. I'm losing them. Gotta catch up. Ow. Hope you've got points left on your licenses, guys. That pile-up is a doozy. Hold steady. Sorry about that, MJ. I was just gonna say, I think I'm unemployed. Norman pulled our funding.
Oh, Pete, I'm sorry. If Harry were here, he could talk some sense into his dad. You'll find another source. Your work's too important.
Thanks, MJ. Talk to you soon.
Possible drug deal in progress. Nearest unit approach with caution. Nearest officer, please proceed. Proceed to Roseville.
Gonna guess these guys aren't trading baseball cards. Literally didn't see that coming.
You guys said the bug was on vacation! Oh, come on, fellas. You can't keep ducking income tax like this. That looks like it hurt. I'll be fighting all of us. What the heck is stuff made of?
I'm losing him! Gotta catch up. Just drop me off at the jail. No reason.
Somebody shoot him!
Curbside service. Now that's just... Nothing puts a pep in my step like halting an illegal drug deal. Cops are coming. I've been on...
Hey, Pete. This lab monitors the health of marine life, and we've got a bunch of medicine on site if you need it. But the effects these diseases have, they are not something any living creature should go through.
Looks like there's a bacterial infection in the fish. I better take care of it before the food supply's contaminated. Found an antibacterial spray in the lab that should heal the fish. I just need to spray it over the water. And fast, before people start getting sick. First step, get to the dock. I bet whatever's in those barrels caused the problem. Gotta get him out of the water. Just call me your friendly neighborhood garbage man. These barrels are smarter than some of the guys I usually fight. With this vial of the lizard's blood, I was able to mix up a cure and turn him back into Dr. Connors. Too bad it didn't last.
Now that it's clear, this is a perfect spot to spray. If I spread it evenly, the water currents will take it far and wide. It's gotta cover a wide area. The fish will spread it to other fish, which is good, because there's not much for me to swing from further out. Based on the water currents, there's another area I need to hit. More barrels. Definitely the source of the bacteria. I'll get rid of them. Great thing about barrels, they don't shoot at me. The downside is, I don't think these barrels appreciate my quips.
All clear to spray. Come on, fishy fishies. This is good for you. This is why I never had an aquarium. I bet someone calls this into Jameson as Spider-Man, water polluter. Okay, time to find a spot to scan my finny friends and make sure they're cured. All clean. Well, by the standards of the docks. We stopped an outbreak before it started. It'll be tough for Oscorp to argue this station isn't pulling its weight.